My fiancée was sleeping with my best man. I let the wedding happen without me and put everything on the venue screens. I found out 19 days out. Her tablet was on the counter, still signed into her messages, and I'd only picked it up to pull the caterer's invoice. 8 months of threads with Trent, my best man, a guy I met at 19 and have a photo with at my father's funeral. I sat on the kitchen floor and read for 3 hours. My hands shook so badly I kept losing my place. It went back to the week I proposed. Trent's first message: "So the gift money's basically a group project now." The affair wasn't the part that broke something in me. It was how they talked about me. They screenshotted my texts. The one where I sent Larissa a photo of the ring box before I'd even asked her. The one where I got excited the venue threw in a string quartet. They passed them back and forth with laughing emojis. Trent called me the down payment. There was a whole run about my job, how I'd never make what her friends' husbands make, how the house we were buying would be starter forever. Larissa wrote she'd give me 8 months after the honeymoon before she left. Trent said 4. Whoever was closest got to pick where they went first, using the wedding money. And there was a voice note. Her doing my voice the way I talked to my mother on the phone. Trent laughing so hard he had to stop recording. I wanted to put my fist through a cabinet. Instead, I locked the screen, set the tablet back exactly where it had been, and went to bed next to her. For the next 2.5 weeks, I was the happiest groom in the county. I confirmed final counts. I picked up the rings. I went to a fitting where Trent clapped me on the shoulder in the mirror and told me I'd landed way out of my league. And every night I exported everything, every message, photo, and voice note, in order, into a folder I named Ceremony Assets. The rehearsal dinner was Thursday. I gave a toast about how my dad used to say you marry a character, not a face. Larissa's mother cried. Larissa put a hand over her heart. Under the tablecloth, her phone lit up on her knee. Trent had written, "He's really committed to the bit." She wrote back, 36 hours. That night she kissed me at her parents' door and said she couldn't wait to be my wife. I said it back. I meant a different sentence. Saturday I got up at 5, made coffee, and put on jeans and a t-shirt. I drove out to the venue alone at 7. The coordinator was already setting chairs. I handed her a flash drive and a typed page of instructions, told her the slideshow file had been replaced, and gave her $600 in cash to not open it and not ask. She looked at me a second, took the envelope, and said, "Understood." I left the tux on the rack in the groom's room and the ring on the table. Guests started arriving at 2. 210 people, both families. Trent up front in his gray suit, checking his watch. At 2:35, instead of the processional, the screens came on. 11 minutes. Screenshots in order, timestamps included. The photos. And at the end, through the house speakers, the voice note of my fiancé doing an impression of me while my best man laughed. Then every phone in the room buzzed at once because I'd scheduled the text. "Wedding's off. Thank you for coming. Bars paid through 6. Ask Trent for a toast." I wasn't there. I was at the gate with my brother because the honeymoon was booked in my name, and changing the second passenger took 4 minutes online. The messages started before we boarded. My cousin. Her father had to be physically walked outside. Trent's sister. "I'm so sorry, nobody knew." My uncle. 200 people saw it. The one that got me was Larissa's mother. She called from the parking lot, crying so hard I could barely understand her. She said she wasn't crying for her daughter. She said thank you for not giving her another 40 years, that she'd raised her better than that, and that she was sorry. Larissa called 40-some times from 3 numbers. I blocked all of them. Trent sent 9 paragraphs about how it wasn't as simple as it looked, and how I destroyed his life over one mistake. I sent back 4 words. 8 months, 4 months. Then I turned my phone off for 10 days. I spent them in Portugal with my brother. Trent got walked out of our building that Tuesday. Larissa's been listing the gifts online since June. I still have the folder. I've never had to open it again.